I'm here to expose ClickBank's number one affiliate who's supposedly doing $200,000 a day, no high ticket. I've seen the screenshots. I've seen the proof. He won September, the contest for ClickBank, and now he's competing in another contest here. And our last interview I did with the number one ClickBank affiliate absolutely took off. Anytime you post on X about it, anytime you talk about it, just absolutely blows up. And so people wanted part two. And so I'm sitting down here with Jordan Diskowski. Brother, appreciate you being here. I probably butchered your last name again, but we're boys now. I could probably just call you Jordan's. Might just call you the homeless guy though. I think that's what that's the new, your new brand.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm in my other place now, so not homeless.
Not
But
homeless.
yeah, maybe one day, you never know. The FTC can take it all. I don't know.
Gosh. Okay, so yeah, I mean that'd be sick, dude. You should do an offer called like the homeless millionaire like affiliate or something. That would go crazy. Then upsell
Yeah,
your new software, dude. Oh, dude,
well, yeah, should do it.
new brand. I'll publish you. Okay, so let's chat. For everyone watching this, as you know, I only interview people that I get along with privately in the DMs, and so Jordan and I go back and forth. We have for years. I only interview people I'm genuinely curious in, and interview people that are in realms of this game that I'm not really a part of or don't really see too much of. And so I'm going to be asking questions I'm just genuinely curious about. And Jordan, the first thing I'm really curious about is the shifts in the affiliate marketplaces now. I know I got a text from someone at ClickBank and they're like, do you have low ticket offers? Do you have offers you put on our platform? Like, we need offers, need offers. And I'm like, the frick? Like, what's going on? And so, what are some shifts going on in the market right now? What's causing this? Is it bad? Is it good for the market? Give us an update on what's going on.
Well, hopefully this episode leaves the vault and goes live, but unfortunately there's been a lot of people doing not so nice things on the internet lately. And uh, a lot of people went that route and they got kicked off of ClickBank. They kicked all of that stuff off. So it's not really a thing on ClickBank anymore. So unfortunately, a lot of affiliates and a lot of the big vendors left. So the clean and the good offers that are on ClickBank currently, unfortunately, it's getting hard to compete in the VSL space. The
Mm.
invention of deepfakes hasn't impacted the world in a good way, let's say, so far.
You,
So,
when you say
yeah.
that, like, what do you like? I know you talked about this. You're like, it's just too hard to compete against the scam, like not or not. Sorry, Black Hat. It's too hard to
The
compete against
scams.
AI people. The scams. Okay, we'll call them scams. I just don't want to offend. I don't know if that's offensive to people, but um, I'm not. Hey, everyone can call me. You can call me a scam because who knows? You can call. It's a broad word, but the deep fakes. You said it's hard to compete against them, and it's rooting it for white hat or even gray hat. Is it just because
Yeah.
they steal all the customers because it's easier to trust Oprah?
Yes. If whoever can pay the most for a click acquires the customer, right? If your traffic just trusts the celebrity in your VSL and you didn't have to pay for the celebrity to film the VSL, so you can churn out more variations, you can outconvert everyone on the planet can be outconverted like that. And it's like you can pay the most to acquire a customer, right? And what I've been thinking as a way to do this in a legitimate way is to actually do licensing deals with celebs where you actually license the right to deepfake them with the script that they approve.
Oh,
Yeah. So I've been trying to do some stuff like that where you can like license their face so you don't have to film. So it's going to be cheaper and they gotta approve the script, but you don't want to run an aggressive script anyways if you're building a real business, right? So not super aggressive, let's say. So I think it could be a way to take what's working now and what's crushing us and make it a legitimate way to make money in the future.
dang, that's actually smart because I mean, the early adoption of this was just like you would white label someone's like a guru's Facebook profile and run it on their like page. But then it's like, oh, getting into license themselves, they don't have to show up in film. Bro, that'd be like for publishing too. That's actually crazy. That'd be sick. 'Cause I know a dude who like for a recent launch, big launch in the internet marketing space. It's going on right now. I won't say who. You guys can guess. If you're a marketer, you'll know. Big launch right now. It's going on right now. And I know the dude who got hired by this person to deep fake him to be able to spend 5 million in ads this month for the launch or last month. And like because he couldn't keep up with like filling that much, and so they just used AI and this guy like deep faked him and it worked. And like most of the ads, a lot of them were AI doing what you're saying. So it could work.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, it looks so real now. Like you cannot tell it's not real, and it allows you to, test a bunch of variations. So unfortunately, usually when a new technology breaks through, the guys that want to run black are the ones that adopt it first. But as anything, right? Like usually the porn guys will adopt it first, then everybody else. This is from Alan. Like Alan kind of exposed me to this idea that like the porn guys come up with stuff first. So if you look at like what were the first deepfakes, they were ED VSLs. Like they would deepfake a
Mm.
porn star or something. And then
Mm.
from there came the weight loss and stuff. And now I think there's a lot of opportunity to do deals like this. So I know a guy that actually bought some. He's a big guru in the affiliate space. I won't say who it is, but he's like one of the major BizOp people that are selling affiliate coaching. He bought the rights to run ads with Trump's face on them. So he got a certification and he was running those on Rumble for a very long time and making a bunch of money. So the
Certification,
ad,
so he's allowed to do it.
he's allowed to run ads with Trump's face.
How do you get that? How do you get a certification for
Mhm.
that?
Well, there's images of Trump and you just license them. You email the because Trump's a business guy, he's not like just a
Yeah, yeah.
politician. He's going to be open to that. Now, whether he's putting them in a good offer, I guess you got to prove it. I don't know exactly the details there, but there are guys that do legitimate celebrity brands, right? So the publishers, those are the publishing guys, like the
Yeah.
biggest ones. Like Prime is owned by a
Yep.
publisher. It's not owned
Yep.
by like the YouTube guys.
Yeah.
And it's the same model, except they don't even got a film anymore. So it's 100 times more powerful.
That's the
Yeah.
worst part, dude. That's the worst part dealing with the creator and like, oh, I don't
Exactly.
want to film and I don't want to do this stuff. Like, gosh, which is like the biggest issue.
We already do this with like the publishing clients, right?
Yeah.
That we have. So you just take on a big celebrity to do it. It's the same model. You just gotta pay them less because you can actually pay them less
They're
because
doing
they don't
less
gotta
work.
get on camera. Yeah. It's easy money.
Sweet.
Someone listens to this at some point and
Yes.
actually like does it and makes a
Yeah.
bunch of money and hits me up. But lets me run it as an affiliate. I hope that happens.
We got a guy, it's not a celebrity, so it's not as big, but it's funny. We were publishing this offer and the owner of it, it's a law firm and he's blind. And so we can't do VSLs because it's like you have to feed him the lines. And like he's a legend, bro. Like he's like a one of the first people to pass the bar test, like blind, like crazy. But like it's so hard to do it. And I was like, guys, this is taking forever. Like we just need to deep fake him and like just do AI. So we haven't done it yet, but it's in the process of figuring like the best way to do it. And we're definitely gonna do that because it takes forever. We couldn't get anything done. And so
Another good business idea, just do a marketplace where you can buy the rights to deepfake people.
that'd be sick. And it's like exclusive license because right now you go to like these other sites and it's like there's tons of people running with the same influencers or same people. And so it's like, which is fine. I know it works, but at some point like they pick up on it. Like, why is this guy promoting 50 different authors? It's like
Yeah, I
shoot.
had one lady like the UGC AI ads when they came out. I had one lady that I could use, and I used her in like 50 offers on this little platform called Newsbreak. I was one of
Uh-huh.
the first people to run there, made a ton of money. So people were hitting up Newsbreak. Does this girl work for you? She's doing all these ads for all these supplements. What's happening here? I just found that funny because like this one woman pitching everything, blood sugar, auto insurance, weight loss, everything you can imagine, just this one
It's like
woman pitching
Shaq.
it.
Like Shaq and freaking Snoop Dogg, bro. I swear they're
Yeah,
on every
yeah.
commercial.
Yeah, every freaking commercial. So it works. It's good. I
Dang.
think it's a really good play right now. But yeah, I just see the shift away from VSLs right now, at least the way they have
Mm,
been traditionally done on ClickBank. So I'm looking more into lead gen, and most of the guys I know are really struggling. The actually like the good dudes. One of them, I met him after our last interview, so that was really really cool. He's like a huge guy on ClickBank as well. A lot of them are struggling with running ClickBank stuff now. And I think it still works for us because we have the advantage of being able to pump out so many ads so quick. But I would rather use that advantage in a vertical like lead gen at this point because you have more of a moat
yeah.
and you can really build a real business and sell it. Like I was looking at one of the a site for lead gen. They
Mhm.
just had like a bunch of listicles for lead gen. Top 5 money saving tips for veterans, top 5 money saving tips for nurses, and so on. And they sold for 100 million last year. So there was real value in that. You know, like you can sell
Yeah,
multiple.
because shout out Alan again. I remember OG calls. He said every market ends in lead gen. Like everything goes to lead gen at the end of the day.
Even supplements have become lead gen now because the way
True.
the people run nowadays is they don't make any money on the front end. They just get the leads and they call them and they sell them coaching on the back end. That's how they make the money.
Yeah. Dang.
So
So you say your your advantage right now, or why you think you're able to still make it work on ClickBank is because of the sheer amount of ads you're putting out, and
yeah,
that's allowing you to hit different pockets of the market and like just go way bigger scale or spend more. Like, what do you think? Like, what's that advantage? What's really happening there? What's behind that? Like, what's the actual advantage in that?
I think it's just like a numbers game. You know, like imagine
Mm,
you gotta hit a six, you're rolling a dice, and you gotta roll a six times in a row to win. If you throw the dice a million times, at some point you're gonna hit like a consecutive six times, right?
I like that. Yeah.
But then you have the issue of like, how do I test these creatives without going broke, you know? So fortunately, I think the Facebook algorithm is right now really good at actually picking the winner, like where it
Mm,
allocates spend. So what I've been doing is just throwing like 20 creatives in one CBO at
yep.
1x offer payout and letting it rip for a day. Then
Hmm.
I'll jump in, I'll see if anything, I'll cut based on initiate checkouts. If something is spending a lot of money in the initiate checkouts around within KPI, I just kill that. And once I kill five or six, I just know I've killed all the ads that the algorithm likes. So I'll just kill the whole campaign. And that's the way we've been able to test it pretty cheaply. Like looking at
Hmm.
lower funnel metrics like initiate checkouts. Just letting Facebook pick the winners for us. So that's been a big.
Yeah. Are you doing? You
By
said
the
you're doing.
way,
Are you doing
yeah, we
cost cap,
still
and then
do.
you're at 1.5 your payout, or what? You just looking at manually turning it off once it's past it?
Manually, yeah. And also, we don't really turn it off. We bid cap it. So we set a low bid cap
Mm,
and we let the campaigns ride out. Like you've seen my ad library, there's like
yeah,
5,000 ads active or something, like some insane number.
crazy.
Yeah, I was running into issues with my page, not being able to upload more ads.
Yeah, what's with that?
And
We got that too. It's like we had to make a new page.
I just bugged Facebook support until they let me
No way.
don't worry. Yeah. So they raised it to 2,000, then they raised it to 4,000, and now it's at 5,000. So I can do 5,000 ads on one page. I have multiple, but like this one page for whatever reason just works better than the others. So I try to keep
Mm,
one winners on there. And yeah,
mm,
and then we serve the budgets. So we don't actually set super high budgets on campaigns. Once something works, we raise the budgets to like 2,000 bucks a day, and we just do budget scheduling at peak hours. And that's how we're able to scale without taking on a huge risk because you have the bid caps, they're kind of scaling themselves. Then you have the campaigns that are not bid caps. They have a low base budget, so they cannot lose too much money in a day. And on good days, you just add budget with budget scheduling, like up to 5,000 bucks on them, sometimes six.
peak hours. Is that just mean like when things are going good, or do you actually have hours or times in a day that are traditionally known to be peak hours, times to push it?
Yeah, so look at my data in my tracker. Like if you
Mm,
have high rows or red track or whatever you want, you can just go
hmm.
in there and see. Some hours are red, some are green, you know, and you just push the green ones and
How'd you think
kill
of
it.
that? Did you learn it from someone else, or you just did that yourself?
Actually, my business partner came up with it. So my business partner used to be a huge e-com guy. He had a brand that did like 30 million or something in the jewelry space. And he was a really good Facebook media buyer. The story there, which I think is kind of interesting. I had an e-com offer last year. Actually, I had an e-com offer 2 years ago. It was like an
Yep.
Amazon coaching thing, a publishing deal. And I exited that. So I was just kind of chilling, enjoying life. And then what happened was I went into a partnership with my current business partner,
Hmm.
and we did the publishing offer, and he really murdered it on the ad side. So he did a course. He's more of a guru than I am. He did an ecom course, and then once that kind of started to die down, we started running some affiliate together on Newsbreak, And then we took
Hmm.
our winners to Facebook, and he's been buying our media. He's just murdered it. But this is how he does it. This is how he's been doing it on Nikon for a long, long time. So I cannot
That's
take that
sick.
much credit for the media buying.
Yeah.
More on the creative side personally, but yeah,
The copy.
yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my strength. Yeah.
Gotcha. How much copy are you even writing these days versus AI writing it?
So when I start a campaign, I first launch with like other people's copy. I just tweak it a bit with AI. So it's not like a straight rip, you know? But once something works, I'll do a campaign, and this sounds retarded to most people. Well, that might not
Tylenol.
be a word I can use nowadays, but whatever.
I mean, Trump, I mean, Tylenol maxing. I think, that's big right now. So,
I guess
hey,
so. This
we'll
kind of
bleep it.
stupid, but I will do like red images with text on them, like yellow text. And that's the ad, right? And I just write those myself, and I'll test like 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So different angles, and I'll just take the winner and I'll expand it into copy that I can test out on like
Mm,
this images. And then I just use the same copy for the remainder of the campaign. Like I haven't touched the copy on the big offer that I showed you in 2 months or something. It's been the same exact like primary text, just images change.
dang.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
That's sick, though. I like that. And then, um, you said moving away from like VSLs, going back to that, you're like, people are going to lead gen and like and I know what you mean, like by like VSLs, like most and people don't know, just go to ClickBank, look at like the offers running there. Just a VSL on the page, gated sometimes. There's 45 minutes long-ish. But are you saying more so that just those offers as a whole aren't converting as well? Or are you just saying the format in which they're being sold is broken or not as high at converting?
I think when you do so, most of those are supplements, right? Digital products and low ticket offers are still doing well because they capture a different segment of the market. So I'm running a bunch of digital stuff on ClickBank right now by, you know who it's by? It's like a guy, from NHB, and they do very well. Like they're really good. Now, I think there's a lot of room to make more of them because his aren't the best visually and they're not done as professionally as they could be. So I think
Hmm.
there's like a big opportunity for anyone that has a digital offer to go on ClickBank and make a really good VSL and clean shop with it because it's just such a good kind of um vertical that's not explored, digital health stuff. And I know you have one like that, and I am really excited to hop on that because it's just such an untapped niche, like no one's running that stuff.
No, don't tell anybody. Just kidding. Maybe people already know. Yeah, no, it's true.
True.
It's crazy. Like the metrics are the lowest I've ever seen. CPA, like $18 for like a $32 AOV. Yeah,
No.
and it's funny because I remember growing up in the game, people are like, BizOp is the way, like the easiest way to make money. It's like sell money at a discount. But the thing is, everyone kind of heard that, I feel like, and now the claims have been so overheard or unbelievable, or you get shut down, you get sued, whatever, that like the CPMs are so high. You're now having to convince people not to believe in 100 other business models online versus when it used to just be like real estate, affiliate, e-com and SMA that came out, so you had that. And now it's like there's some dudes I was consulting these dudes who do like penny flipping. Like so you could go to like Home Depot and buy 1 cent products, like Home Depot like there's like penny, like for a penny, and then you go flip them online. It's easy to profit because it's 1 penny and it's just like lamps or whatever. And so they built this whole business around it, got software to help you find the products. It's sick. But I'm like, how's a biz op person now? You have to like convince somebody, hey, don't do penny flipping. Like, no, it's 50. Oh, AI this, AI that. Do this way to make money. And so obviously people still print in biz op. Like it'll never go away. Everyone's always gonna want more money. But I'm just like, okay, that's to me, it's no longer the easiest market, in my opinion, to scale into. On cold traffic at least. Maybe
I
other
don't
ways.
know. On the VSL side, on ClickBank, like those types of
Mhm.
offers, well, ClickBank doesn't allow BizUp anymore, but I don't know if you know JV Zoo, Josh. You've been in the game for
Yeah.
a while. I'm
Yeah.
sure you've
I think
seen
I was
them.
at an event and the founder was at the event and someone was telling me about it. So I kind of first learned more about it.
Yeah, so they got acquired in the last
Mm,
couple months. And the new owner is like a really sharp dude, so really nice dude. And he's been onboarding a lot of the BizOps people that have good BizOps, and it has been doing
Hmm.
really well. I am running it. They have
Yeah.
really good processing. That's also kind of tugging on ClickBank's leg a bit because all the BizOps guys just moved to JV Zoom. Better processing, better people, don't bug you with dumb stuff all the time. They are integrated with WhopX as well, and WhopX is a legendary company at this point. So it seems like there's a lot of new entrants coming into the affiliate ESL game that are just taking market share from ClickBank right now, which is unfortunate because the ClickBank
Yeah.
has been pretty good.
Yeah. I wonder how they're gonna
Yeah.
solve that problem. Like, how are they gonna evolve? Because obviously they're trying to be safe and like probably not get in trouble. But
Well, look at it this way, right? With the black stuff, it's a ticking time bomb. There are
yeah.
a couple people doing it, and
Yep.
eventually they might not be from the US, but they're gonna be shut down one way or the other because if it
Yep.
gets so big and they don't respond to the FTC, they'll just be criminally prosecuted, right? So it
Yep.
does end at some point, and if ClickBank is willing to just ride that wave out and pivot more to digital health stuff. And the vendors are smart. I see a lot of them are doing digital stuff now. So if they can
Mm,
just wait it out, I think they're going to be back stronger at some point. It's going to be
that's cool.
over with this.
At this stage of the game, for we'll go to beginners in a second. I want to ask you a question for the beginners
Yeah.
affiliates getting the game. For someone who's been an affiliate now, been in the game for a couple of years, what skill set should that type of person be focused on refining at this level, at this stage of the market with what's going on? What should they wake up and be like, okay, the priority now is mastering this because if I master this, then this gets mastered and adjacent to it, and like connects there? Like, what's the North Star? Maybe one or two, three things for more of an experienced affiliate.
Well, first of all, I haven't been in the game for a long time. I've been in it for a year and a couple months as an affiliate. So I'm still kind of new to it. But generally, as a person that's
Kind
evolving,
kind of new, bro's doing 200K a day. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm just kind of new. Just one like couple months in a row, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate the humility, you homeless millionaire, but
Nah.
I appreciate
Well,
the humility. That's just funny.
I will give a answer that's like a bit unexpected, but I honestly
Okay.
believe it very strongly. I
Yep.
think coding, knowing how to code stuff, vibe coding,
Dang.
I think that's the strongest skill you can have in the game right now. Because if you can
And
automate a bunch of stuff with AI, it's like game over, you know?
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I guess I feel like that's something I remember again, gosh, freaking now we're bringing up Alan again. Shout out Alan, bro, we're
Shout
glazing
out
over
to
here, but
Alan.
he's called a lot of stuff, man. He said he's like your marketing should never be limited by your tech. Like if your marketing or like your business is limited by like what you can do with your tech, that's a problem. Like if you because a lot of times, and I realized too, companies at bigger scales or doing like huge numbers, a marketing tech director, the tech team is one of the most important hires at a certain stage to be able to customize processes, tracking, the fulfillment, being able to automate things like you said, which I never really thought. I was like, tech, but that's crazy how valuable a skill that it is for the big companies. It's kind of like CRO, where it's like if you're only spending 100 a day, CRO won't really matter because it's only moving a small percentage at a small volume. But at a large volume, like these tech and the integrations and optimizations, move huge levers.
I think um all the big like the biggest lead gen teams I know, for example, I met
Hmm.
some of them in Budapest right now. I met a team out of India that's absolutely killing it. They've been in the game for a long time. They're a real company. Like they're not like some solo affiliates like me. They're like a real company with 100 employees. They have some crazy tech stuff built out that
Hmm.
automatically optimizes ads, automatically makes ads, adds captions, does all this stuff. Also, you connected me actually to Mark. Mark builds brands from Feratov's team.
The guy
Shout
worked
out
at
to Mark.
McDonald's.
Yeah, you gotta interview Mark, bro. But
I
um,
tried. He only does in person. And then I was in Florida before and we were like last minute trying to book something. So he only does in person, but someday we will. Cause yeah, I love talking to that dude. It's so funny. I'm not in drop shipping or ecom, but watch his videos because it's applicable to everything.
he said he would do interviews on Twitter a couple days ago, but you gotta do it shirtless.
Dude, easy. I'll do it right
Yeah.
now. I'm almost there. I'll just take this off.
So the thing he showed me on our call when we linked up was I won't reveal his sauce obviously, but it's like
Yeah.
some of the craziest tech stuff I've ever seen anyone show me. Like the agents doing all the entire process. Like it's absolutely insane, and that's why he can compete with everyone because he just knows how to make stuff. And they have on their team mostly what they call AI integrators, which are essentially like coders that work on AI automations for the team. Yeah, so that's the skill right now. That's the game,
Dang.
and I think it's just gonna get more and more evolved as more people start to get into it. On the affiliate
Hmm.
side, there is one team that does app installs. So they promote these like recurring apps that are like
Hmm.
keto, a fitness plan,
It's like
or
the dollar a week thing or dollar a day stuff I
yeah,
see
yeah,
after a
yeah.
quiz.
Yeah, so that Facebook page is running 4,000 ads and has been running 4,000 ads for the past year. They just pump out a bunch of creatives with AI, kind of like how we do it, to a bunch of AI generated landing pages that sell the apps. And I may have allegedly bribed someone to spy into their ad accounts. And allegedly they're spending 400,000 a day on ads. So yeah, that's who's winning right now is the people that know how to code.
Well, guys, I'm not taking up a new career. I'm just kidding. I'm moving over to coding. Dude, I know it's funny. I always sit like whenever I start taking shortcuts with like AI and stuff, there's always like the freaking dudes in my head from my past, like, you need to handwrite stuff and like it's dumbing you down, this and that. And I'm like, bruh, I have to realize I already did my reps and now I know it could cut. So like I can take these shortcuts and like leverage it. But it's so funny because in the back of my mind, I'm like, should I be doing this? And I was like, dude, of course, bro, you have to. Like you gotta get ahead. And like one thing I do, bro, is that if you use Poppy AI, I know it's like it's basic level of like AI stuff, but it's a good Poppy AI, you can like connect all different things. So I'll connect to my funnel pages, all of sales call recordings, whatever, put it in one spot. And then I'll just consult it with my mic and I'll sit there and tell it the copy I want because I'm more of a audible learner as well as like speaker. So I just sit and consult my AI and then we can rip out a whole offer like way faster because I'm sitting there like, no, I want like this, I want this emotion. I want like, I just like ramble. And I sit there in front of a mic and then just go back and forth with it and it's done. And I don't have to freaking prompt it. Like that's just my shortcut right now.
I tried to use Poppy.
Hmm.
I really tried. The thing is, I know how to code, right? I'm really good
Yeah.
at coding. Like I did finance, quantitative finance in university, so I know how to code pretty good.
Dang.
But I'm really bad with tech, which
Yeah.
is funny and a paradox. I'm like really dumb when it comes to tech. I'm like an 80-year-old person in my early 20s. But basically, what happens with Poppy is I didn't know how to use it, so I just said, screw this, I'm gonna make my
Yep.
own Poppy, and I did. And we were just using that to code now. So we just built
That's
our
awesome.
own alternative.
Bro, that's tough. Shout out Poppy's UI. You guys gotta fix it. If the easier solution is for someone to code your competitor, you gotta fix your onboarding. Gosh darn it.
I
It's
don't
pretty
know.
simple. Maybe you joined early on, but nah, it was kind of
Yeah, it
confusing
was
at
a long
first.
time.
It's gotten better. It's gotten better.
Oh yeah.
What other AI like things you have in your business right now? What are some other things you're using AI for that maybe isn't?
So
What's going on?
you know the CoffeeZilla style channels?
Yeah.
The ones making like this ad, is it a scam? Is it legit? They're
Oh,
reviewing every single ad in the internet. And this is like some hardcore sauce for anybody that's watching this. E-com affiliate doesn't matter. So these guys, I index the top guys, and I also index the top review channels on YouTube that do like affiliate reviews. So whenever a product comes out there and is hot, they just post a bunch of videos on it. So I have AI like do a live pull of their videos and figure out products that are trending based on how many views the review videos get. So those like, is this a scam? How many views does it get? And on the review channel side, the ones that are doing affiliate reviews, it's like how often are they posting about the same product? If they're posting a lot, it means it's popping off, right? So that's like how do I identify what's winning in the market? That's how I do it because you can ask an affiliate manager, but it might be an offer in a different network that I don't know about, right? And I might not have the same level of pull there. So if I can ask, if I can see it happening with some
yeah.
other indicator, I know that's hot and I'm gonna run it. And the next thing is like, how do you test? We have one employee. We scale to 200,000 a day with a team of two people. Most people
Hmm.
that are crushing it, they have like a 100-person team. We have two people. me and my business partner. We now got one employee that's just doing launching, so launching new offers. And the way we test is very systematized. We have an AI workflow that makes the ads. Spying is still manual. I need to figure out how to automate that with agents. I know some
Mm.
guys are doing it and they're doing it well, so I need to get on their level, I guess, to find the other people running the same offer. And once we do that, then we just have the scaling tool, which allows us to launch a bunch of stuff into Bitcaps with one click. And finally, we have the media buying tool, and that's one that like does campaign analysis and tells us cut this, cut this, cut this. It's integrated with our Facebook, so it tells us exactly what to cut. Plus, we're doing a video ads tool now, which we're actually going to be selling with another person, and I'm excited about that. I'm not. It's not like I built it. I'm just a part of the team there, and that's been pretty fun to work on. We just started getting some people on, and it's been very exciting to see it kind of become a real software.
Yeah. And all those other tools you're talking about before, those ones are not, you're not selling those. Those are internal builds that you've made.
Yeah, they're very scrappy. They
Yeah.
wouldn't really make sense to sell. They're not
Yeah.
intuitive, but we know how to use them because we built them ourselves.
Yep.
Usually, I know how to code Python, like backends. So I'll make the backend, I'll figure out the workflow, like how do you get AI to generate this specific creative type
Yep.
very efficiently. And then my business partner will take my Python and like actually use AI to make it into a front-end application that we can
Mm.
use without like consoles and all this complexity of just running a Python program.
Yeah. Okay. And you're saying like, here's the thing. I'm curious the philosophy behind this. I understand like the markets are just so big, so maybe it's not an issue. But if everyone, or maybe not everyone's doing this, but if you're just looking, spying on their offers, seeing what's ripping, or testing those YouTube videos, and then launching something similar, you said you'll take other people's copy, tweak a little bit, and launch it. Then like it doesn't have. There's no issue. You're not capping TAM. There's still enough out there because there's such a mass market problem. Like what protects you guys and still gives you competitive advantage in these markets if you're fast following, or not very fast following, but like what would you call it?
We're
Modeling.
following is what we're doing.
You're fast following, yeah. So you
Yeah,
just like
that's
pick up the breadcrumbs that they're leaving behind.
so as soon as they launch, well, they have let's say 10 ads and they're spending 10,000 a day. We launch 1,000 ads and we spend 100,000 a day, and that's how we swallow them. I had this guy, I didn't know he was the one running it, so I found like an offer that was ripping in July, and
Yep.
I made my ads. It was working well, so I just launched in 3 days. I launched 600 ads to it, and it was just ripping. And I ran into this guy that I know at the mastermind event. We were in Mykonos at the time at Geek Out. I'm asking him, hey man, how's it going? How are you doing? Man, it's like performance is down. I cannot make anything work. I'm like, damn man, what are you running? And he tells me, and it's like,
Oh no.
I'm running that now. That's mine now. So sorry about that.
Did you
I
tell him?
didn't-
Did you tell him?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, man. Save your money.
yeah.
Save. Hey,
Don't.
so then, freak. Then it's just you got to stay ahead. You just got to spend more, make more, and pump out more creatives.
Yeah, it's like when you have 1,000 creatives up for an offer or 5,000 or however many you want, it's like every single pocket has, and they're all in bit caps, every single pocket of audience has the exact ad served to them that needs to be served to convert them.
Dang.
Now we're leaving a big piece of the pie on the table. This is me being real. We're not running videos enough. We're not really testing videos that much anymore.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to run videos, like nothing we can do about it. But if someone's crushing it with images, yeah, that's an easy way to compete with us directly, right? Like you just run
Yeah.
videos and you're gonna slap it. We do run lead gen videos though, like that is working. What I do now is
Yeah.
lead gen. I test angles with images and then I turn them into videos, and that works pretty good.
Okay, I'm here. I'm trying to ask. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything on the media buying. It's people in the comments can be like, "You should have asked this." Okay, let me think. But with the bid caps that you're doing right now, that's on payouts. Like you're doing as or like you said, or so you said your cost cap or your bid cap was like one something point based on your payoff. Like what do you, or is it different for every offer? Do you have a formula for that? To give us one
So
idea.
I split tested. That's
Okay.
part of the testing process. After I figure out copy, I just figure out the bid cap amount.
Mm.
So that's like five or six. around my payout, slightly below,
Yep.
slightly above at my payout. And I don't know if this matters, but my business partner says it does, so I'm assuming it does. Instead of doing like 200, you do 2,099 cents, so you just bump it by some random, like little uneven number. And apparently that prices you in the auction a bit better than other people. I don't know if that's legit, but it is what it is. And we just
Okay.
test a bunch of these. So let's say the payout's 200, which is typical nowadays. You do 299 cents, you do 210, you do 230, you do 190, on 88, well, 185 you would do, maybe 180, I don't know. And you just add like some decimals after the
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we'll test it out, right? We'll give them each $1,000 or something, and we're gonna see what works. At a certain point in the offer, it doesn't work anymore as well. It burns out like the VSL.
Mm.
So what we do is we just launch in Bitcaps, and what we started doing recently, this is a big shift in the affiliate space that I completely forgot to mention. We start taking the VSL and tweaking it. So changing the open a bit, change this a bit, change that a bit. And a lot of affiliates are making a lot of money by doing this. So
Mm.
nowadays the vendor VSL is just a baseline and you gotta like tweak it and optimize it yourself to make it better. So you host it on your own page and you can run
Mm.
split tests, you can test headlines, opens, whatever you
Yep.
wish.
Yep.
That seems to be performing very well for a lot of people.
Dang. Okay. And then so we hit on the media buying. Now I'm curious to let's go to the beginners. A little section for beginners, just to, we gotta help. We gotta level up
Yeah.
some people that's coming up. Okay, I see all these offers, man. And they're freaking talking about how to make money with affiliate marketing. They're like, ClickBank's, it's booming, everything's awesome. And they're saying all this stuff. But then I talk to people like you who are actually in the trenches and what's actually going on don't match up with what they're saying. Like the guru's pushing affiliate marketing. So from a real person like you, newer to the game, as you say, coming in, what advice would you give to somebody who has been sold on the idea of affiliate marketing? Some biz op guy got them. They're into it. They're taking it like this is their first business they're gonna run after. What advice are you gonna give them going into this as a newbie?
Honestly, to make a little bit of money is not that hard. You just gotta take an offer that's half decent and run some simple ads to it at a very low budget. Because at a low enough budget, everything works. So you just gotta take something that's borderline working and just launch some simple ads, copy some people. But I actually had a bunch of people reach out to me like, how do I start? How do I start? And
Mhm.
I just made them a loom and I just sent it to them where it's basically you
Oh, is it the
ads
one you posted
library.
nothing on the back?
Yeah,
Did you post that one? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I did. Basically, you just go in ads library, you see what's cranking, and you just take that, change it a bit, launch it. If it works good, just keep it at a lower budget if you don't have the money to scale it. If you have the money and the courage, I guess, to try to push it, then push it. But yeah, the easiest way to start, and people say not to do this nowadays, it's kind of unpopular, but it's to like copy what someone else is successfully doing. Now, if that someone else is doing something like me, where there's like 2,000 ads running, you will probably not be able to find any space in the market. But if that person is running 10 ads and they're all more or less the same thing, then yeah, you can pretty easily wedge yourself in the market just by making a small tweak to their angle. So I have a bunch of people reach out to me. They're like, I'm at 200 a day in spend and I'm making back $100 profit. How do I scale it? And I look at their ads and their ads suck. So that just tells me, okay, if you run at a low enough scale, you can make
Hmm.
anything, almost anything work. So I would say you don't need like a course really. It's pretty
Yeah.
simple. It's like launch you join ClickBank or whatever network you want to use, you find an offer that's proven to work, and you launch some simple ads to it on Facebook and you just let it run. And I don't recommend any other traffic source for a beginner because YouTube, you burn $10,000 as soon
Yeah.
as you start. I used to be a big YouTube affiliate before they banned health campaigns. So
Mm.
you just launch on Facebook, you just start on Facebook, you launch a couple of offers. I would say launch 3 offers, do like 5 or 6 ads, and give it $200 a day or however much you want to give it, however much you feel comfortable with, I would say, and just walk away for a week, then come back, look at it. How is it doing? Is it performing? Is it not performing? Is one of the offers doing well? Okay, keep testing on that. I think that's the bulletproof way to start, is like you test multiple offers at the same time and you don't touch them for a week before you make
Mm.
any decisions on what to continue running. I think that's pretty crucial. What I've noticed with newer people is they like go into campaigns and they change stuff very quickly. They make very erratic decisions, and you don't want to do that when you start a campaign. That's like one of the mistakes that's very common. But yeah, I would start on Facebook, run 3 offers on a public network like ClickBank, because you cannot even get into a lead gen network as a beginner, right? It's very hard. So yeah, you got to start with like a lower exclusivity network, and then work your
Yeah.
way up to a lead economy or something like that, where you gotta have some credibility to get into it. Yeah, that's the game plan, and I hope people try it and like have some
Yeah.
results.
What's your advice to them to find that winning offer, like to figure out, get ahead and find like these offers that they could model and like fast follow?
I would say go in Facebook ad library and search for trick, the keyword trick, and that's gonna show you a bunch of VSLs, and just see someone that's running like 10 ads for a week. And people always tell me like, I cannot find anyone that's running an ad for a month. And I'm like, yeah, because ads burn out in a week when you're at scale. Like, of course. So just find someone that's running for like a week and has a bunch of ads and launching new ads. That
Yeah.
means that they're scaling. That means it's working. And just follow that. Also, you can like sort by marketplace. On the last interview, I got a lot of people hitting me up, disappointed that I told them the truth, which is that the best offers on ClickBank are not public, and they're not. It's just how it is. With the ones that are public, you can make some good money on them, not scale them to millions a month, but you can scale them to where you're a platinum affiliate, and then you get access to the good ones. And you can also join the Ascend program, which is free for if you do over $50,000. You gotta look into it. I'm not gonna tell you how to join. If you get to 50,000 a month, you can figure it out. But basically, you join the Ascend program and you get the same access for 6 months that you would get as a platinum affiliate with 250
Mm.
bucks, $250,000.
Mm.
So that's my best advice to a beginner for
Heck
sure.
yeah. It's good. That's good. I'm just over here thinking, as I'm talking, I'm just thinking all our offers and what I'm like, okay, we need to do this. We should try that. Just rip it. Just run it up.
You you need to take this interview, give it to AI, have it make a course and sell an affiliate course.
I'll publish you. The whole angle will be like, interviewed, yeah, the no more clickbank affiliate and got him to give me all his advice, and I'm giving it to you at a discount because he won't. There you go. And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna upsell your software, your ad making software.
The thing is, on YouTube, interviews are the most valuable form of content that you can find
Yeah.
out there, because that's where you find like the real people.
Yep.
So I have a friend that's selling PDFs, like low ticket PDFs, and that's what he does. He just finds interviews and has AI make the product based on the interview and then just sells it.
Shoot, man. Someone's gonna make a product off this. Dang it. Hey, honestly, game. You boys get out there, do it, man. Shoot, help some people. At least it's gonna be good information. Transcribe
I
any video on my channel, and you're gonna be doing someone a favor. So do it.
Nah, I mean,
Shoot.
it is what it is, man. AI changed the game. What can we do about it?
I'm just gonna start doing that. Just gonna start doing that with all our interviews. All right, guys, link down below. Just not give you a cut. Just to me. No one's gonna
That's
want.
smart. That's
No one's
smart.
gonna want to come on the channel. They're like, dude, you're just trying to leech it off.
First, you interview them, you post up the interviews like 50 in one day, and then you put the links. So you collect like 50, and then you unleash it into the world.
Just yeah, just go crazy. Man, that's the move. That's the
The
move.
biggest e-com guy, the biggest
Yeah,
affiliate, everyone. Yeah.
just start my own like it's just like a biz op school. It's like all the things in once. Save your money.
Yeah.
Dang.
Smart. Smart.
Yeah, that's true. How many offers total are you promoting right now?
So I'm running one lead gen on ClickBank,
Mm,
running one, two, three. One of them got banned yesterday because they had some issue with the trademarks. So I was running five,
mm,
now I'm running 4 on ClickBank, so 5 in total currently.
How many? Like, what's your max before it's just cooked? You just can't
Um,
can't keep up.
we've done 8 before. We also partnered with a agency to
Hmm.
do our media buying on native. So they just take our affiliate stuff on from Facebook and they run it on native. So I guess that's double the campaigns, but they run
Okay.
it on like 5 traffic sources. So if you count the campaigns, it's probably like 20 campaigns.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing I've seen to passive income because I just run my campaigns and
Yeah.
make $1,000 a day. It's pretty nice. You just don't got to do anything.
What what do you pay them though? Retainer or they get a cut?
Nah, they get 50%.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is chill. I mean, it's 50% what you would have.
sure.
Yeah.
Because it makes me passive income.
How many hours a day are you working right now?
How many hours? Um,
A
I
week
don't know,
or
man.
a day?
I
It's kind of
however
odd.
many I feel like. Usually it's like I'm a bit of a weird person with this because some days I just don't feel like working and I work 0
Yeah.
hours in a day.
Yeah.
And usually what happens is I'll work not at all and then it's gonna be like 12 p.m. and or I don't understand the AM PM system. I'm not American, like
It's all
midnight.
good. Yeah.
And I'm like brain turns on and I start working. So I'll work 12 till 4
Yep.
in the morning. Other days I'm just in front of the computer all day. I just need like 5 or 6 hours to spend some time with someone or go for a walk or do something. That's like this is what I do. This is my life. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
don't know
sure.
what do people do with their time, bro. They're not like running a business or because like you work 8 hours a day. What do you do with the remainder of your time when you're not asleep? Like,
Depends. I guess if you really need to work 8 hours. Yeah, because I don't know. Like, because no, here's what I don't get. I don't get what people are doing that say they work like 12 to 14 hours a day and like hustle. I don't know. There's a certain point for me, at least to how I have my business set up, where it's like if I work more, dink around on stuff, like I'm freaking something up. I don't have to do that much. Like at least how I set it up. I don't know. Like because it's like turn on the ads. Okay, you turn on the freaking ads, and then AI. I don't know. It feels like I remember I was running like I was doing 4 hour. It's funny. I do 4 hour day work. Before I got married, just 4 hours a day. That's my limit. I'd work from 10 to 2, and then I'd just be done. And I was just kind of vibing, and business was still growing and still was doing fine. And then now I was like, all right, I want to push a little harder because I want to level up. And so now I do work from 9 to 5. But even then, I'm like, what? I'm like, I have to like figure out what I need to do because I just assemble a lot of stuff.
see though, you're married, so that's the difference. You got stuff to do.
That's
I'm
true.
not married. I'm not single. You know, I'm not in that kind of an arrangement yet. So I have less stuff to do around that.
Yep.
And also it depends how you define work.
Yeah. True. What is
So
work?
for
What
me, spying is what I spend most of my time on, like spying on offers. Go
did
and
you
spy.
find my offer before I sent it to you?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? You did?
Yeah, I just thought it was by this other Asian guy because he has a very similar offer. But yeah,
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen. I'm on Spy Tools every day, like all day, bro. Like that's my
Shoot, man.
work. But that's how I get ideas, right? Like I know what the biggest campaigns are, I
Yeah.
know what's popping, and that's like the leverage that
It's
I
smart.
have.
I'm gonna do that.
But also when I travel, I don't like do anything. So if I go
Hmm.
traveling once a month or something for a week, I'll just take the week off and actually go like walk around the city and do stuff like that. So it's just I think
You
you
just
gotta
spy,
yeah, but I gotta
you write ideas or AI writes it. Like what is your day
yeah.
to day? Like when you are working or you are not walking around the city.
Yeah, I would say my hours go into like so this is a weird thing that I do, but I'll go
Hmm.
for a walk and I'll think like in the middle of
Hmm.
the day. I'll go for a walk and I'll
Yeah.
think about what I want to write and I'll kind of come up with some ideas and I come back and I write it and then I'll get the ads produced. I still do most of my own video editing actually. I've just found it very difficult to outsource. So if I'm
So
doing some
hard.
yeah, I gotta do that. Um My business partner does the media buying. I check stats like once a day in the morning, and that's it. So I'm not too active in there. It's mostly like just thinking and making decisions, to be honest. Like, what market do I want to go into?
Yes.
What do I want to actually do? So, what I call work is not what most people would call work, but research and going out and go for walks and think about like what is it that I want to run. I'm a homeless guy. I cannot spend too much time indoors.
Yeah, you can't. There's no place really to lay down your head except the
Yeah,
concrete on the street. I go
but
on a
then
walk around the city. Bro, you are
yeah,
homeless. You're such a scam. You definitely aren't making as much money as you do. You're just trolling me right now. You fat
exposed,
you fabricated those
exposed.
freaking screenshots. I don't
Oh,
want
hell, even the ClickBank email, bro. I hacked their fucking system so I
to.
can send email that I'm number
You would
one.
right
Yeah.
clicked inspect that thing, bro. Don't lie to me. I know
Oh
what you're doing.
yeah.
Dang it, man. Uh, but okay, I'm like, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something along the lines of why wouldn't someone just do this model? What are the cons? Like, what fires are you fighting? Because I think it sounds like even I hear about people who are media buyers. Why didn't I just get in that business? Like, I know what media buyers do, and I'm like, dude, I could be saving so much. Like, there's just different. I like, why did I make my life so much harder? Obviously, there's pros and cons to everything. So, like, what are the cons to your type of way you make money that we wouldn't see until you're at your scale?
The cons are that you don't actually own a business.
But then,
We're
most
highly,
people don't want to?
yeah, well, I want to because if I'm gonna hit my goal, own a business.
True.
So we're mercenaries is what we are as affiliates.
Mm,
We're a guns for hire. We'll blow up an offer, and then the offer dies, and we're homeless again, right? And it sucks. So I've had like a period of months when I couldn't crack anything.
yeah.
Hasn't happened in a while, so I cannot complain, but for a couple months I couldn't crack a single campaign earlier in the year. And it happens still. Sometimes it's gonna happen one day. I know it. So you don't really have a business. Building your business around VSLs is very difficult because VSLs burn out. People think the ClickBank VSLs are a supplement company, but that's not really a supplement company. That's a media company. Like Alan talks about
Mm,
what business are you in? Those guys are in the media business. They're just creating the
mm,
best VSL. That's their actual business. And the people that realize this, that invest a lot in their media operations, they're the ones that actually become the biggest vendors. Like the biggest
d-
are people that invest in their media buying, not media buying, the actual like media production, like a studio, actors, all this stuff. Those are the ones that actually blow up as vendors.
yeah.
So you gotta be in, so they're in the media business, but that means that the media burns out. And when the media burns out, I don't eat, and that sucks. So that's the real issue with being an affiliate, and also it's a capped level of income. So I
Mm,
got a bunch of questions when we released the last interview. It's like how they make $10,000. And I was like, okay, so most people getting into this actually that's their goal, right? It's like I want to make 10,000 a month or something.
yep,
My goal was never to make 10,000 a month when I got into this.
yeah.
I got into this because I wanted to make millions a month. Like that's why I got into this. And as an affiliate, I just cannot get there. I cannot make a million plus profit a month myself. Between me and my business partner, it has happened before, but like in terms of me by myself doing it, like actually pocketing that, it's not going to happen. So there is a limit to how much you can scale as an
Mm,
affiliate. If you're like a lead gen guy, I know guys that do those numbers,
yeah,
that lead gen guys. But in my
yeah,
business, there is definitely a cap as to how much you can earn on that.
yeah. So, have you seen anybody running up companies with the like running up brands with the same strategies that the media companies are doing?
Yeah, so the Peter Kell, Miami MD, same kind of system. Golden
Yeah,
Hippo, they ran up Dr. Gundry and all these supplements.
yep,
Um, by being a media company, right? They just have production, Mind Valley as well. They just have a huge production team, and they have become a publishing slash media company.
yep,
Um, I also think publishing companies are somewhat media companies because as a publisher, yes, you
yeah,
got to figure out the economics, but your core job is to create a funnel and create like the content and the media and all this. So as an info publisher, I think for sure you become a media company at some point.
hmm,
Awesome real estate. They've built a really cool platform based on VSLs in the backend, like a recurring platform, kind of like mine value of real estate.
yeah,
It can happen, but here's the difference between owning a business that's actually our business Let me rephrase this. Between being in the supplement business and being in the media business. So if you're
Okay.
in the supplement business, you have a really good product that people stick with. And if
Yeah.
you turn off ads today, you're gonna get customers forever because people love what you put out. If
Yep.
you're in the media business, as soon as you turn off ads, it all dies. That's the difference. The only difference is Mind Valley have a really good program. So people stick with
Yeah.
it indefinitely for years. They cannot live without it. Dr. Gundry, really good supplement. I know the main media buyer that runs that. He takes them himself. Like they're really good supplements, genuinely.
It's just
Research
having a
for
good
that.
product.
That's the key. And having a recurring revenue engine. Because if you do like info and you do high ticket, you can have a really good program as we do in the publishing offer we have. But it's just not a recurring engine. We do have a software that comes with it that's
Yeah,
recurring,
but
but as just being a one-time sale business, you don't really have
hmm
a business because as soon as ads go offline, you get killed. Unless you have a brand like an organic presence, then you
yeah,
could.
true. Gotcha. Yeah, that because that's always been my thing. Like, especially the offer we're running up right now. We're trying to build a brand. Like I know did you ever connect with or talk to Doug, the guy I interviewed? Or do you know what offers he's running?
I never connected with him, but I would like to, and I would like to see the stuff he's running and potentially run it myself.
Doug's probably no, 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 no. He's gonna copy me. Just kidding. No.
No, as an affiliate, bro, run.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah,
Doug. No, he doesn't watch these, but he published somebody, health info, has recurring, which is that's I think that's what makes it actually like bet market business. And then I would say it's more like a brand now because the product is very good and like the his person now, like he was saying on the interview before that they're getting her on like a Prime in like documentary, like on Amazon Prime. She's doing a book
that's nuts.
tour. They're going like deep with it, bro. And so like when I do like with the publishing deal, like the offer I'm running, that's kind of our plan to it. This person is since we have the person who actually cares. Because here's the thing, I feel like here's the issue: is a lot of people watch this. If you're a marketer, copywriter, affiliate, whatever, you got into this because you want to take money to get some sort of other outcome: freedom, location, family, prove someone wrong. Show that your ex that she screw her. Like I literally know guys like that's why they
That's
do
my
this.
outcome.
That yeah, I can tell. That's your outcome, bro. Bro, you gotta detach from that. No, no, maybe not. I don't know. Shoot, but I know,
Works.
dude. Like literally, that's it. And so here's the problem, though. So you have that. That's your motivation. You don't really want a business, but then it's like, okay, well, if you don't have one, then you go feast to famine, like you're saying. And so that's why I find the solution for me was to find someone who does want a brand, which is the product creator, like my guy. He genuinely believes he believes without a doubt, and that's why I love him, that his purpose on this earth is to solve the problem that he's solving for his clients, and that's all he cares and wants to do. Me, that's not my purpose, but I know like I'm passionate because he's passionate about it, and so I can be the media, he can be the brand, and then you can run it up. So that's why I see the benefit in doing that. But obviously, when you have a expert or a partner, then you're a business partnership. Obviously, you're not the splits look different, whatever. And so, but I do. It is good to hear from like you being honest, like okay, like the media business versus the product business is kind of what I'm hearing, or being a product owner versus like being just the media business. And when is it good and pros and cons with it? I've never thought of it as like a media business, but that does make sense.
I mean, okay, when you run ads for, even as an affiliate, when I run ads for a good product,
Yeah.
I feel good about myself, you know?
Yeah,
So
of course.
the first con is like you're doing good for people. The first con is that you're
Okay,
doing good for
okay,
people.
okay. Clip them, guys. I exposed them.
Actually exposed at this point.
My gosh, bro. Don't lie to me anymore. We know you're scamming people. It's game.
Yeah, buy my course, guys.
Dang
Um,
it.
but yeah, the first pro is that you do good for people.
Yeah,
That's the major thing that's actually good. The second one is that you build enterprise value, right? So Doug,
yeah,
I bet you is going to exit that company for multiple in the future
it will.
because crushing it and digital or not, like it's just a good
Hmm.
business to buy if it's a sticky solution.
Yeah.
So that's you can make more money doing good things, and
Hmm.
you can also feel good about doing it. So that's kind of all I would need to make that decision. Like I'm looking into how can I go into markets with better products instead of supplements. I'm gonna do some lead gen and build some tech infrastructure around that to build a moat. So I can
Yeah.
build a business that consistently provides like real value to people instead of just being like a gun for hire, I think.
Hmm.
Affiliate is a good way to start out and learn the ropes of media
Oh yeah.
buying, copy and stuff. I would say it's maybe one of the best ways to do that. But yeah, the publishing model or a model where you own some sort of a really good product, which is, I still think you gotta publish though. Like, say you do a supplement, which is a physical product.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Josh, but I don't know anything about supplements.
I got to
Really.
assemble it. Yeah, you have to assemble it from someone else.
Yeah, so you partner with someone that knows that stuff and is a real doctor and is passionate about it, and they become the authority in the business that cares about the customer and provides the value.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still gotta publish. Like the thing is, business is a game of relationships, right? Like we kind of are stuck that we're into pressing buttons on our keyboards, but realistically, business is a game of like assembling people in relationships. If you go into people that do business locally, right? They import something from China or something and sell it. They import medical gear and sell it to a hospital or whatever it is. They're doing that with relationships. The big wealth is built with relationships. The father of my ex-business partner just made some connections and put together a investing deal where people invested, I think it was $3 billion into hotels, and he made $30 million in 1 year, like just off of the relationships he had. So that's really why I think publishing is such a compelling model. Thank you for paying me to say that, by the way.
Well, I'm closing down enrollment for our course, so sorry guys, you can't. I'm not going to teach it anymore. We're doing something
Yeah.
else. We got something better. Nah, bro. That's like, yeah, I think we were talking about lead gen. That's like with Mark Lack. I think I sent you the info on the
Yeah.
deal. Like that, like just hearing what's possible with that and like what's going on, like it's sick because how they're gonna do it now is like your book of business, since it's recurring revenue. When the company exits, you can keep your book of business and the recurring, or you could sell it back, like sell it to the new buyer or the company. But it is interesting how a lot of people like Infosys or affiliate or whatever being media companies a stepping stone, and a lot of the guys who like crush like actually do crazy numbers, they get into other things or they move their money from this world to other stuff. Like that's usually what I'm seeing. Like even Mark
Yeah.
Lack, like I love how he's just like you say Mark Lack, some people might know who he is. Before I started pushing him a ton, not many people in our space did. They're like, huh? But he did the dance and it was like guru game and like product game, brand game for a while early on, cooked, put his money in their places, and now he's just chilling. Like he comes out when he wants to come out and just relationships behind the scenes though. And like he owns a software company. He owns all these other things you just would not know. And I love that. Like I love that idea. Like, okay, you can step your way into those kind of things. And it is relationship. Otherwise you wouldn't get access to those kind of deals unless you had
Yeah.
those connections.
And also save your money. I think that's an important
Mm,
piece of I was watching that interview with Mark Lapp that you did,
yeah.
and he mentioned like he saved up his money and put it into Bitcoin and stocks and other stuff, and it's like that's so smart. I see all these kids on like money Twitter. They'll
Yeah.
hit like $100,000 a month and go blow it on bottles and girls and all
Yeah.
this. It's like then they're broke and they're at Wendy's like working. No shame on that, but like you get the point. Like you just
Yeah. Yeah,
go
dude.
from being this flashy kid on Instagram to being
Yeah.
broke.
It's emotionally it's gotta be so hard.
I don't spend any of my money, by the way. I don't even spend it on rent. That's why I'm homeless. So,
You're
yeah,
just what's it called when people stay in people's houses and they don't like leave? It's
squatting,
like a yeah, you're a
squatting.
squatter.
Well,
We're
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh
That's the game, bro. You
wow.
gotta save that money. Nah, but
Yeah.
like also, I saw some stuff on Twitter the other day where there was like a study about happiness and how it increases with income. And beyond like 75,000 a year, it just doesn't matter really happiness
Hmm.
wise.
Hmm.
So yeah, the only utility of more money is getting back at your ex. It's not actually spending it, you know?
Dang, just the trauma coming out, bro. I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. No, that's true. Okay, more tactical. I was asking you about this. I see you were saying like, okay, a lot of 'cause here's the question I asked Jordan. I said, hey Jordan, all these affiliates or a lot of things I see, they're running freaking advertorials and ecom. A lot of ecom guys are. And I don't see a ton of info doing that because I'm just not my side of the world. I do a lot of meta ads, and you said, okay, yeah, it's because like people usually run it native on Google. It looks like it looks like a blog post, so it makes more sense. But I go on Meta, and when I'm spying, there's still a lot of ecom companies ripping advertorials on Meta ads. Is that only because it is ecom? Could I transition that to info? Because, bro, honestly, if I could rip advertorials as our low ticket funnels, I'd be able to spam, like, put out way faster. And, like, I like the idea, especially for the new offering. I feel like that would do well. But I also am like, I just have no, but also you think like an AC funnel, kind of advertorial ish, not really. I guess it's more of a TSL, but it's not as disguised.
Tell you why you see that. I think it's a kind of a more marketing principle lesson than actually tactical. But you know how Alan talks about hiding the sales process?
Yeah.
And like you don't want them to realize they're in a sales process. So you hide it in a format that they natively consume. So say I'm putting out an offer that's like how to make $1 million with drop shipping or crypto.
Yeah.
The kids that are gonna buy that, the 12-year-olds, they're
Hmm.
not reading blog articles. So it doesn't make sense to run BizUp with
Okay. Yeah.
advertorial. But if you're targeting a mom in her 50s that needs to lose weight or has knee pain or swollen feet or something. What do they watch the news? A
Hmm.
news style format works because it hides the sales process as a news piece. And they're
Hmm.
also on news sites, right? They're scrolling, seeing, they're reading news. So they're used to consuming that sales format. So
Yeah.
in your case, actually it worked very well because that's the
Yeah.
target market that you're attacking. It's people
Yeah.
that would resonate with advertorials. And I think you should test it. Like run it from the advertorial to the DSL, or just try just an advertorial to a checkout. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think it could work
Because we
extremely
see
well.
like a ton of like in the market, we see a lot of click through rate from the ads, a lot of curiosity, like lower intent on the front
Yeah,
end, to just explore what this is. Like,
yeah.
so I'm like, okay, if we're already gonna be getting those kind of clicks, we might as well like give them a payoff that they want and like fire off like a dopamine, actually teach them something in advertorial and help them understand and
Mhm.
give them something to read versus them curiosity click coming to a direct offer, getting mad because they thought there was going to be a payoff and then bouncing off. Part of me is like, I want to try to scrape some of those clicks in and like yeah, I just like I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's a shiny object, but I just never have done an advertorial and it just looks fun to do. So I'm just like, I want an excuse to test it. So I'm trying to ask your permission. Give me permission, please.
Have an advertorial that's working in your niche right now. So I can just send you and you can just rip it. It's gonna work.
Yeah, I'm on check it. But also
It's
it's
not
like,
the exact same niche, but it's very similar. It's a nerve pain niche, and you're in the
mm,
similar niche, so
mm, yeah.
it should translate. It works well. It's for a ecom thing, but doesn't
So
matter.
yeah, it's always ecom, bro. Like, okay, the guy's actually ripping it in ecom. Like, I know Marcus, I know talking to him, but it's like there's so many. Like, is there just a new way? Like, is it just one of those things where it's just ripping it? Also, would you rather sell info or ecom as an affiliate?
I would sell whatever gives me the highest earnings per click.
Okay.
So I don't really care. But nowadays, I would prefer to sell info because in general, it just works better than supplements. If you run white hat, because it's less saturated in the health space. Yeah, I would rather sell info.
Isn't it harder to sell health info versus health supplements? Because supplements, you just take the pill.
Well, if the way, yes, in a way, true. Price
Paint a
point's
mental
got to be
image and
higher.
like a better argument. Like you have to do a lot more, I feel like,
The price point's got to be higher though for
on supplements or sorry, you're saying like,
supplements, yeah, because you have cost of goods sold.
oh yeah, true. So the margins. It's more so what,
Yeah, so info is less saturated. People have seen less info products. They
yeah.
convert better. So the real lever to pull, I think, and no one's done it yet, and whoever does it first is gonna make a ton of money. And I thought about being the first one to do it, but I won't because I don't want to own a supplement offer. It's just too much of a headache. But to put an info product in the front and do a supplement on the upsell. So
Yeah.
say I'm going to give a weight loss example, but this is not really something I would do. It's something that could be done,
Yeah.
but I think there's better ways to apply this. So you could do like a detox challenge, how to detox your body so you lose weight on the front end, 21-day
Yeah.
detox. Then the upsell, it's like, hey, look, you want to detox your body, you want to lose weight, you need to eat all these foods, you need to prepare this, you need to do this, do that. It's going to cost you this much. I can give you the same thing in a pill form, the same things that you're going to be consuming when you do the detox in a pill form for 1/10 of the price. So buy the supplement, right?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the next wave because you have price elasticity on the back end on the
Hmm.
upsells,
Hmm.
but not so much on the front end. And when you buy something on the upsell, it's a different game, right? So you can get the conversion rate of info on the front, which is in your case like 5% or whatever it is,
Yeah.
versus a supplement that's like at 0.8% or something. You can get the high conversion rate and get the same AOV on the back end because, or even higher AOV because you have the price elasticity of a
Hmm.
supplement there. So I think that's the winning model. If I had to pick one between physical and digital, but yeah, as a product owner, I prefer digital because obviously higher margin, higher um
Yeah.
less headaches, no shipping, no logistics. But yeah, the e-com wave is big though.
Yeah.
I There's a lot of people on Twitter like posting about it. That's like the only place, the only social media I
Yeah.
use for business is like Twitter.
Shout out. You can ecom with a little plug. Just got in the mail. My friend's ecom brand.
That's
Gearless
it.
Apparel. Check it out, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to see these little Gen. He's like Gen Alpha maybe. And bro, honestly, okay. Here's my little tip. All right, I'll dish a little bit since you've been giving good stuff. Right. Here's my strat. On top of walking around the city and thinking, here's like a Mr. Beast, how he go on walks and like call people. Do you ever see that?
Yeah.
Call people, get right, give advice, and you also ask for advice. So what I do is I realized I was hanging around all these old heads, and no offense, old heads. There's a lot of you need. There's wise old heads, but there's guys who are like pretty much retired and given up, and they have all these limitations in their mind for why things didn't work for them, why it failed, why they stopped, all the negative because they've gone through so much, which makes sense. Maybe I would be that person too, and I'm older. But I would talk to these guys. And I was hanging around them so much because I got into this game 9 years ago, or yeah, 9ish years ago. So that's like old in this game. And so the people who are still around are jaded. And so there's like this negative energy where they're like scared to launch stuff, scared to test stuff because they get older. It's more fear because you go from worthless, like Alan says, to helpless. You need like learn stuff, and then it's hopeless. And so when you get to hopeless, as you get older, like usually the older marker, it's helpless, hopeless, and so they're not as likely to take risks because they're
Mm,
afraid, right? And so
yeah.
there's that energy, and I was like, bro, I'll never forget. I was like, I gotta change who I'm around, and so I'll still talk to older people if they're still moving and taking risks, but I call like young hustlers who are like early in the game still and have those romantic energy because they haven't experienced or gone through losses yet. And I'll just call them and just, hey, what's working? Tell me something new. Like, what are like, okay, like you're doing with this? What are you focused on? Like, what's something you learned this week? And like they'll dish out like all this stuff. And like, it's not even like what they're saying that's even that like helpful. It's more so just like the drive that they have and the energy of just like in their mind, like you talk to like this kid is his brand, and he's like, okay, so if I post this many TikToks right now, I get this many sales. So technically, if I want to make this much money, then I just need to post more TikToks, and that's it. And I just need to grind and do it. And it's like he's not like, well, what if it doesn't work? What if it? He's like, no, to him, it's going to work because he's experienced nothing different. And so for me, then I embody that same kind of like energy and focus, and then I'm like, oh, all right, bet, let's just go. And there's this one guy, I got to introduce you to him. His name is Yogi, his nickname. Bro came up from literally, I got to interview him someday. I'm at an event, and he literally started in a village in India. No internet, no laptops, no phones. Fast forward, he essentially, instead of driving to school and paying for like a few cents, like get a drive to school, he walks to school for years to save up enough money to buy a course on affiliate marketing, gets into affiliate marketing, starts learning stuff. Eventually, now he's like building funnels. He's now in the States and he's crushing it like as a service provider, big clients, amazing at networking. but because he's had like this young hustler mentality where like that's your ultimate. Like bro came from a hut, bro. Like you hear his story, we have no excuses. No one here has any excuses. Like had to convince his dad to give up like most of his salary to buy a laptop so he can like affiliate market to get his family out the trenches. And so speaking to these types of people just levels you up so fast because now as you get older in the game, you're still saying young, you're still having that romantic energy. And then obviously to them, you as someone being wiser, they look up to you. And so you dish out value to help them save themselves from mistakes. And so it's a fair trade because you're helping them save themselves from future problems and they're keeping you young. And then also, one thing that helped me a ton too was just being around people that want to go deep with things and not wide. Because I was talking to these guys who would launch ads and turn them off super fast, or they would get scared. They're right more like that fear versus like I talked to Doug, who's like one brand, one thing, going super deep. He's acknowledging it's to be hard. He's just like hustling. Ryan Clogg's another good example. Deep, going deep with one brand, going just like, and it's a different type of mentality they have. They just operate differently. And once you're around those people, you'll know. And so I feel like those things have helped me a ton as I've gotten older in the game. And so, yeah, that just gives me so many ideas because now it's like, bro, it's like the best. It's better than caffeine. It's better than nicotine. It's like that when you first started, bro. That like, I mean, I don't use the nicotine, so I can't. I guess I can't say that. But bro, it is. That's just been game changer. So for anyone you feel like low in optimism, you're starting to doubt, you're just negative. It's like, who are you around? Like, are you around people that launch ads for 3 days, get scared and turn it off because they're not breaking even, or are you around somebody who's like doesn't care how much they're losing and they're running up their credit card and they just know they're gonna win one day? Like, I don't know. Who is it? Check your circle.
Yeah. By the way, Josh, you said you're in the game for 9 years. Aren't you like the 21-year-old offer kid? That's
I'm
your
20.
bio.
I'm no 20. I change my bio every single time. Yeah, I started at 14. Like I started selling. Like I was researching drop shipping and like sold my first like made my first dollar online at 14. And so that's like my kickoff point.
Yeah, I started at 16. I was in high school, and
How old are you now?
I won't reveal on camera.
Okay, okay.
Around your age, let's say.
You're not
Uh,
40. You're not
I'm not
16.
25, and
Dude, you don't need to leak it. I don't want to get you.
I'm not 18.
Okay,
Um,
so you're still young. You're still young in the game.
yeah, very young. I started at 16. I was doing some drop shipping. I was selling tea
Mm.
on Instagram. I just tried to do that. I did five. This is like the craziest story, right? So I have the same name as my grandfather, and my grandfather would do anything for me. Like he was a G, and he told me I can use his name to get payment processing and his age of 84 at the time. So I signed up under his name and I started selling some tea. And before I
Hmm.
can get my first cash out, he dies. So I never cashed out. And I'm like, damn. So I got $500 stuck in my it was called two checkout at the time. And then I couldn't make a single dollar or a single sale for the next 3 years. So I made my first sale online at 19. I was in university, did a launch, like a publishing launch to an organic audience. And that's kind of how I got in the game. I finished university and then went deep on affiliate. So it took me 3 years though to make my first sale. So I was
Bro, that's crazy. 3 years? Are you being serious?
well, I made $500 in sales before with my
Yeah.
selling business, but that never really cashed out. So I don't know if you can say it was a legit sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, in
But
3 years I could make anything work.
bro, that is looking back, like, bro, shout out to you. That's a crazy story. But also, like, why don't you think you got your first sale in 3 years? Like, looking back, what would you tell your old self in that era of the marketing world? Things have changed.
Thing is, I would study a subject and study it very deeply. So I would study funnels and I would just study funnels for a year very
Hmm.
deeply. And then I'm like, damn, I cannot learn ads. I don't know how to run ads,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then I learned how to run ads for a year. I just like watch some courses, YouTube videos, all that. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, well, now I put up some stuff and it's like, it's not converting. Well, now I don't know how to write copy. So time to, and I went deep on copy when I
Mm.
was in university, and that's like how it blew up. Learned from Alan and a bunch of other people. Just
Yeah.
got very, very good at copy. And that's when it's like, you have the skills that stack on top of each other. And unless you have all of them, or at least some proficiency in all of them, you cannot make any money. And the truth is, I didn't have the proficiency in all of them. I just had deep proficiency in some of them. But once I
Mm,
got that last skill that I needed, like it's like a bridge, right? And just like laying bricks. Once I
yeah.
put that last brick in, it just exploded like really quickly. I don't know if I would change anything. Like maybe I would say to my younger self to try more and fail more, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I would because it turned out fine in the end. I'm kind of happy with where I'm at this age.
Yeah.
So my goal is to get to 30 million net worth by the time I'm um the next 3 years, I would say. Yeah, the next 3 years. That's my goal, and it's a big one.
To just, and again, just like show your girlfriend, or like what is their motivation behind it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
I think I've already showed her though.
Yeah,
I think
I
she
mean, the
does
last
that.
interview, I think she saw it, honestly.
Yeah,
I saw a DM from her. She was like, man, can you ask him to please answer my text? I told her, I
my
was like,
current girl saw it organically,
she saw it.
actually.
She's like, you make
Yeah,
that
my
much? You've
current
been
girl
lying
saw
to
it.
me? You're not homeless? She started asking for
Well,
nice things.
the thing is, my current motivation is actually to retire in the next 3 years. I just want to call it quits.
Dude, you're gonna get back in some. I don't know if you'll be able to, like, maybe you'll go code something. I could see that, but do you think you'd actually be able to stop?
I don't know, man. I just want to have some kids and get married and just live a chill life for a bit, move to the
I like
countryside
that.
and
I respect that. That's honestly the move. My thing is I want to have an apple orchard. It's my goal.
it's cool.
I not many people know about my story, but I got to do a video. I think I shared in one interview, but my first job was at 11. There's an apple orchard down the road from us that my brother worked at, and I wanted a job because we didn't have money growing up. Like if we wanted what we like if we wanted anything, we had to buy it, which I'm grateful for. That was awesome. Helped us level up. But there's a guy there, Mike Dekarski. It's kind of similar to your last name, Dekarski. And Mike, he's a great man. I saw him the other day, old man. He's got a stiff neck. He kind of can't move. And he's like, "Arr." And he started this orchard. He started with a cart on the side of the road with his dad and a couple trees. And now it's the number one
Crazy.
apple orchard in Minnesota. Thousands of trees. He ended up selling it to owns like a soccer team, big company. And he retired, but back then he gave me a chance at a job. And he's like, he like, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not. I don't think it's illegal, but he essentially like paid me like he'd like pay me cash to like come work, not on the like just not on the clock, just like help like mowing the lawn, doing chores. So he like gave me a chance at 11 to work hard, and he taught me how to put in like 9-hour days and not complain. I learned how to work there, and I remember I was getting $7.25 an hour. Just so funny because kids these days they complain and you're like 22, 23. I'm like, dog. And it's just so funny. I feel like such an old head, but inflation. So $7.25. And I remember doing $50 in a day. I'd work like a full day and I was crazy. Like getting that paycheck, being able to like get something. So, anyways, I did that. I worked there I actually worked there while still building my business. So I worked at the Apple Orchard while I started my business. I'd be listening to podcasts out there. I remember listening to like Gary Vee back in the day. I'd be strategizing as I'm planting trees, picking apples, sorting apples. I'm just game planning how I'm gonna like build my business. And I go home and work on it. And then I just like loved it. I grew to love like the idea of planting a tree when it's just a little thing, and then
Mm.
waiting years for you to get your first apple, and then you get to see a customer come in, they picking an apple from that tree, buying it, being so happy, having this fun. It's like, dude, I planted that like 5 years ago. So now my whole thing is like I want to get an orchard, raise my kids there, teach them long-term gratification, like, and then give kids and people an opportunity to like work if they need a job to like help them and just like just restart it and be like Mike. So that's my goal, which I used to like. I kind of had that shoved down and didn't really think about it too much because before my goal was like get married young, treat my wife like just be like having family. But I was like, what's the next one? So now I needed my next one, and so that's my next goal is to get the apple orchard and then just like go offline and just like help people, but in my local city.
That's
So
a nice
pull up, bro.
plan.
Yeah, pull up. We can both have our farms
Yeah.
and just like visit each other, just chilling.
Well, but yeah, it's like a really actually interesting story because that guy gave you a chance and taught you how to
Yeah,
work. It's kind of important.
yeah,
The reason why I got into it, I never had a job in my life. something that's kind of interesting, got into it. My family's very well off, so
Yeah.
I never really needed money per se,
Mm.
but my family didn't want to buy me a 3D printer at the time. So I
Mm.
wanted to like make stuff. I had a YouTube channel that's still kind of popular. It's faceless.
No
But
way.
yeah, I couldn't qualify because I'm Macedonian. I couldn't qualify for to get payouts, but I had a YouTube channel like making crafts and stuff, and I wanted a 3D printer, but my family
Yeah.
didn't want to buy it for me, so I had to make some money. And unfortunately, I never got my cash out. I would have gotten my thing by now, but kept me going and just I got a little internship in university at a prestigious finance job, and I didn't like it, so I'm glad I went on that road. I'm glad I never got that 3D printer as a kid, to be honest. Like one of the best things that could have happened to me, to be honest.
So sick, dude. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So creative. That's like, yeah, that creative like intuition before. Because that was kind of my thing too. I did a music. I sold beats. Like my first, I'd say my first dollar in line was like selling a track I made for $50 to somebody on PayPal, like to someone who had an account, and that it was like, dude, I was crazy. Like look at that and be like, holy, I just made money selling beats, and so it's like low key kind of the first digital product I ever sold. It's a song.
That's a way to start, man. Like
Yeah.
it's interesting, like how many of the guys that end up making it big
Hmm.
start out so young. It's like such a
Yeah.
common thing.
Yeah.
It's
And that's why I think it's important, like for us, to, like share like these stories. Like if you guys are watching, you're like, what the frick? Like, but like there's kids out there like you need to hear this and like know, like, okay, if you're young and you're in this situation, there's a chance for you. And yes, the chances can be slim, but at least there is a chance. Literally, most of the guys who are big right now started off with like terrible odds, and that's what's their motivation. Like terrible odds against them. You hear a story, 3 years to get the first sale, and being in a situation where parents have money, like every so there's someone with a story just like yours who's made it. Even now, dude, like how now, like I was talking to Alan on a call today, and he was saying how like back in the day, how like they couldn't even make upload videos, they couldn't do VSLs, they didn't exist the technology to upload videos online, and like how normal that is for us now, like that we're streaming across the world, like this was foreign back then. And so the amount of tech that's available to you now for free or for a few dollars is insane to put out your first offer. It's insane. And so you have way better odds than when we first started, like 100%. And you have all the information out there. Like if you're younger than us, I always, it's funny, I used to compare myself to people older than me. Oh, they're better than me. But then I flipped, I'm like, wait a second, they're gonna die before me. So technically, and I have all their information. So like it's so bad. But I'm like, if you think about it, it's like I have time, which they don't have. All their information is online, which means I can consume all their information and apply it longer than they were able to. So I'm not behind. I'm actually ahead of them. So when I was new, I completely removed that objection because I'm like, wait a second. I obviously I'm not promised tomorrow. You never know what's gonna happen, whatever. But the fact that like, okay, you have time. So if you're young, bro, you're chilling. Like you're better, you're further ahead than me, than Jordan, because we're here sharing all of our stuff. You're younger than us, you have more time to figure it out. You're chilling. You're chilling.
I had that mindset shift with Hormozy. When Hormozy came on the scene, I was like super jealous. He just blew up so quick and made so
Yep.
much money, and I was like, damn, man, I should have been the one to do this. But then I was like, wait, but he's been in the game. If you count his underground years, like 5 times longer than me or something. So I kind of cannot compare myself to him. He's so much further ahead timeline wise. Like I gotta
Hmm.
wait it out, you know? So it's kind of like also with, I think the whole idea of making your first sale in 3 years was kind of interesting because I believe that was cursed. That I cannot get a
Mm.
sale on anything. I really believe that I was like cursed by Satan or something. That was a strong belief I held, and when I got my first sale, I like couldn't believe it. It was like $7, and I was like, hell yeah, man, this is
That's
this
gotta
is
feel
something.
crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like you cannot let those thoughts get in your head that you cannot do it. You just haven't figured it out. You just gotta give yourself more time.
Yeah.
And also your past failures are not really don't impact the probability of you succeeding on a venture. Like how you
True.
execute it
True.
impacts it. So yeah, I wish someone had such a story so it would help me break the belief that I'm cursed. But
Mm.
unfortunately, only Alan had such a story. So I only got
Yeah.
my bookend by him.
Let's go. Yeah, his story
Yeah.
was made like I forgot how much he made, like 25 cents or something. It took him like
Yeah.
2 years to make 25 cents or something like that.
$2 in today's money. Let's say that way. $2 in today's money.
Crazy. Yeah, dude. Honestly, and it's funny that people like had that longer build up. Sometimes they last. It's like the tortoise and the hare type vibe, where it's like some people blow up really
Yeah.
fast, they can't keep it. So
Well, but then you have the other belief, which I kind of was
true.
tormented by when I my first affiliate success.
I'm gonna lose it.
No, it was like, am I a one hit wonder? That was the fear. And when I cracked my second offer, it's like, okay, did I get lucky twice? And then the third one, the fourth one, and it's not really a thing anymore because I've cracked enough offers to where it doesn't matter. But at a certain point, I was like genuinely terrified, like that I would be a one hit wonder. It's like a weird psychological thing that happens.
Yeah, true. Can swing the pendulum.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I
Crazy.
guess you really did expose me, man, because I exposed my inner workings of my mind.
Now they're gonna be like, give me a step-by-step process, right? The process-driven people are gonna be like freaking out because it's just too deep. But I think it's important. Like, take one thing, apply it, and then it's like, if anything, take it Jordan's mindset and just know you can go deeper. Like, I think the win of these interviews is increased belief in what's possible. That's what I think. Like, the point is
Yeah,
here. What's possible? Now you know it's possible. So now it's like go out there and do a bunch of stuff until you achieve it.
I think it's like a really good point. Also, like you see a different side of the industry, and realistically, right? The tactical stuff I've given so far in just this interview, I feel like kind of answers all the questions
True.
that a person wanted to get into affiliate. So at this point, it's like you just gotta apply it.
True.
It's not anything, any other information that's special that I can really share with you that you cannot figure out with a Google search. It was so funny. People will message me on Facebook after the last interview, bro. How do I set up my tracking? And I was like, you can hire an Indian on Fiverr for $2 to do that for you. Why are you asking me this? Do you think I'm gonna take time out of my like, not to be an asshole, but
Yeah.
that's the truth, right? Like
True. And
Google stuff.
ChatGPT now, like even now, like
Yeah.
Google, you got to go through blogs and ads reps. I get it. It's a little bit harder. Now you could literally go and ChatGPT. I was like, I wanted to learn more about like Jeff Walker's product launch formula. I went to ChatGPT, teach me in a layman's term. Boom, taught me everything. All right, now I know how to do it. Like, shoot, man. Like, I'm gonna go in if I want to write an advertorial. I'm like, when not you said I could do an advertorial. I've never done one, but I'm like, all right, bet. One, I could just go find one, or I'm just going to ChatGPT. Hey, teach me like I'm an idiot. How do I write an advertorial like affiliate offer owners do? And it'll pull from somewhere. At least give me something. Like it's on ChatGPT. I think my biggest telltale sign someone's going to make it or not is are they asking me questions that they could have just Googled? Like if you're asking me deep questions you couldn't find in Google, like how I see things, how I think about things, how other people do, bro, you're gonna cook. Like I know, I'm like, yep, you're good, you're set. But if you're like, how do I set my tracking?
Like, yeah.
I'm a little bit worried. No, I don't want to. I give them a chance, but if it keeps going that way, they keep asking questions. I get a little worried, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Just being in the game for 9 years, I just saw so many people come and go, and a common like theme was they were asking those types of questions, or they were like, if they were scared to market themselves or do lead gen, even if it was faceless. Those are the two things. If you're scared to market yourself and you're asking questions you could have Googled, I've seen those people usually they're not here. Not all of them are here today still.
I'm scared to market myself, bro, to be
Well, no,
honest.
no, 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 no. I'm saying just market in general, like live off
I
lead gen. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get paid, you don't get fed. Well, you're homeless, so you don't get. You won't. The reason you wouldn't get your rent is because
yeah.
you're not you're not like if it's not depending on your marketing. I know people where they're still afraid to do that and they don't like the risk that comes with it because there is a lot of risk. So they'd rather go work a job because they'd rather the other person has risk, which is fine. There's no judgment. I want those people should be in those companies. Why would you, if you're not built for it, why would you stress yourself out and put yourself through hell if you don't enjoy the game for some reason? And so, yeah, you don't need to show your face, but just in general, like just marketing anything, depending on your own lead gen.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I had issues when I was starting out. Like,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to do affiliate offers on private networks, and to get on there, you need to get a call from a person and answer questions. And I was so freaking nervous to do that. So
Okay.
just jump on a call with some dude and answer questions.
Yeah.
Questions you knew the answer to. And It took me like 3 months to psych myself up to apply for Max Bounty, which was an affiliate network that
Mm,
was big at the time, because I was
mm.
afraid like they're gonna call me and it's gonna be like awkward and stuff. Then they called me and it was like 2 seconds. Hey, what do you want to run? Facebook has two sweeps. Okay, cool. What kind of sweeps? Single opt-in. No credit cards. No, I don't like that. Okay, run. You're accepted. Like that was it, and it's just like giving yourself the permission to ask for stuff, you know? Even going to events, like I remember the first event I went to, I was like so nervous to speak to people. It was
I
in
bet.
Milan.
Yeah.
But I nowadays it's like my favorite thing to do. I go to events. I go to all of them. Like
I'm a professional yapper, bro. I could just do that all day long and be happy if I could.
yeah,
I love it.
I met a lot of people that watched our last interview actually at Affiliate World.
Hey, heck yeah, dude. I want to go to one of those. You should next year, like pick something later in the year. Bro, I want to pull up, come out to one of those events. I want to see like what that vibe is over there.
Yeah, you should come to Affiliate Takeover. I think that one's the one right now by Alex Mikkel. It's like the
Okay.
only white hat focused conference out there right now, and it's really good. Like the quality of person there, because you go to normal affiliate world and you get approached by these like hot little Russian girls and like blonde, blue-eyed little chicks, and they hit on you, and then they tell you, "Okay, do you want to run my casino offer or
No
my?"
way, bro. No
Yeah,
way. No way.
hired. They're hired to do that.
Man,
Um,
they're doing anything to get these affiliates.
And as a guy that likes blondes with blue eyes, that hits pretty hard, and it's hard to like not go for that. And it's always the black hat offers that they're trying to get you to run. So this one is like a really nice little fresh approach to the industry where there's not the same type of thing as you see um in the typical events. Like it's more ecom people, lead gen people, white hat
Yeah.
people. A lot of the money Twitter guys were there as well, which I thought was interesting because they ecom focused, you know. Well, and the
Yeah.
typical affiliate events, like the biggest company sponsors are always casino networks. It just tells you that that's the big money in the game, but it is what it is. Like, don't hate the players, I guess. Hate the game.
Yeah, it is interesting. Like, but I feel like like maybe that there's a lot of ecom that I talk to don't run ecom like affiliates do now. It used to be like Shopify store, then people start ripping advertorials, all focused offers, and things are pain relief, and they just like a lot like back in my day in ecom, we were selling like more like jewelry, print on demand shirts, which people still do, but you never saw people ripping like you weren't able to find health offers or supplements or this type of stuff as much. When you were taught by other people, they teach you to sell like jewelry and like bracelets and fidget spinners with
Business
printed on.
partner did 30 million on jewelry, so
It's
print on demand
crazy.
jewelry. So you
Yeah.
can make it work. The brand's still
Dude,
active, it's still running, still doing like 5 mil a year.
print print on demand has gotten so advanced. I was talking to my friend who does it and how like now the shipping can be as fast as if you have inventory now and like how they track and like measure distributions. They know when to start printing more, the average size of like if you're doing shoes or clothes, like it has gotten so advanced compared to how it's been. And so now it's getting to the point where these guys don't even have to hold inventory or pay up front. And he's just ripping it and doesn't have any costs out of the gate. And then he launches organically. So his margins are insane. It's a grind, but it's insane.
Now you can print on demand supplements as well, by the way. That's really interesting. Realize the insurance, they have everything, the legality figured out, quality checks.
Uh-huh.
They take on the risk in case the formulation is not good or whatever it is, and they just
Yeah,
print your label. So they have like a vision supplement, and they just print the label and ship it out as you get sales. So I
very
think
good.
your offer, you should put a supplement on the upsell and make a bunch of money.
Yeah, if we find like it was interesting. I didn't believe in supplements for the longest time. And then my wife, she struggled with acne and it's so hard for a woman. It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's crazy just how much it weighs on you. And so I saw it firsthand. And then she went to our friend who's a chiropractor and he did like this test where he's like a mineral test. What are you lacking deficiency? So you hold on to like certain types of minerals and you push on your arm and you be weaker, which some people say could be fake and it's placebo, but he did it. He then prescribed her a supplement. She started taking it and her acne is like gone. Sometimes the only times it'll come back is if she eats unhealthy, but she was eating healthy before, and it like completely changed her life. Just a supplement, and it's like she buys it every month, recurring purchase. She takes it every morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, like there's good supplements out there for the right people who help them. And I was like, dude, part of me was like, dude, that'd be sick to rip an acne offer and like help more people like her because I have like a personal story to it. Like, do you see anyone ripping that? Should I go swipes? Shoot,
Oh
is that the
yeah.
next? It's gotta be crazy.
I'm in a mastermind with a guy that's doing 100 grand a day on a acne supplement actually.
There you go,
Yeah.
boys. It's my next
So
offer.
I actually have a similar kind of thing. I wanted to do it. I don't want to do it as much anymore, but I started taking like an antifungal supplement because I had
Mm,
dandruff and
yep.
now I don't have dandruff. So it's
See,
been,
when you see it works for you, it's like, oh shoot.
yeah. So I was like, why don't I just rip this formulation and actually sell it with direct response, you know? And it's the only thing that worked. So it's gonna work for people. People are gonna stick for life because I stick for life because if I don't,
Yeah,
I get
you're
wrecked.
cooked. Yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah. I look like I don't
Yeah.
shower, which kind of fits the image, but it
You
is.
don't have a shower, dude. You're homeless. That
Yeah,
we
exactly.
actually you do. It's the house you're squatting in has a
Yeah, well,
shower.
this is a bridge. If you can't,
It looks
I'm
like you're in a,
like
you're it looks
under.
like in a bathroom, bro. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does because it's actually my kitchen. My actual other room doesn't get the Wi-Fi for some reason, so I need to buy one of those extensions.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it. See, guys,
Yeah,
anyone can make it. Anyone can make it.
even the homeless people, man.
Honestly, dude, I always thought about it. I thought about doing a challenge. This would be so extreme. If I was a guru and I wanted mass attention, like I always thought, like, could I build a business out of a library on the library computers, knowing what I know now, and like document it, like me going and just straight like going to a library, going to their laptops, because it's all there. The internet's there. They have get a free library card, laptops, great monitors, bro. And I used to work at the library, so I know. Like, dude, see you imagine like ripping that and just to show people, like be homeless for a while and just rip out a library, see how long it takes to make your first like $100 or something. Because there's just the Wi-Fi is right there and the laptops are in the library. So I'm like, the only thing you're missing is the knowledge and the grit, and you can get the knowledge on on YouTube and other places. So you got to be able to make like your first $100 from the library.
I have a friend that goes to the library to actually work to like university libraries to meet women.
Yeah.
So like goes there to work so he can meet girls from the university.
Dang. I mean, the university libraries do their study. The vibes are great. My wife used to, oh my gosh, it was so funny. I'll never forget this video of me at my wife when she's back in college. We were dating in a lot in university classrooms. We were studying late, and I was mapping out my next webinar on the whiteboard, mapping it out. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I remember I recorded video. I was like, "Babe, this webinar is gonna pay for our wedding. Like, I'm gonna recording it now to call my shot. Like, we'll lock in." That webinar made me like $2,000.
Flopped.
It completely flopped, dude. It completely flopped. I love watching that video. It's so fun because I'm like, dude. But at the time, I didn't know. And it's like, hey, I grinded. I got it done. And that's the win. And it's just so funny because I was like, yeah, that did not pay for the. And it's like after that, like I think my business like went. Yeah, that's when like went through like one of the most like the harder part. That's so funny. But you need to have that like that optimism, bro. You just have to have that kind of optimism. Otherwise, you're just gonna get in your head, and it's just so funny because it didn't make it made like $2,000.
$2,000 from a webinar, bro. That's crazy. But because it takes so much work, right? You gotta get on it and
Yes,
be
I did.
focused for an hour and a half.
Yes, I got one sale, but hey, praise God for that one sale. But
Oh, were you
still,
running most of your career? Were you doing organic?
most of my career, yeah. I mean, when I started the journey, well, I got my clients organically, but I did drop shipping to start. And back then it was
Yeah.
shout outs. So you pay for shout outs. That was the strat. So I
Hmm.
did that. Then I first started freelancing for other drop shipping brands because I ran out of money. I couldn't pay for shout outs. So I was like, well, I know how to build stores. So I just got into service work.
Yeah.
Then I saw Imangazi's ads for social media marketing. I'm like, well, I kind of already do that. Then I started doing local lead gen, did chatbots back when I was like, dude, it's funny because now AI chatbots, like, bro, we've had these for a long time.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, what the frick? And it's like, so this AI is in front of it now, but we had mini chat first came out. So I started doing chatbots for people, party rental companies, realtors, random companies online anyone could find, built my agency. And then I do like lead gen, Facebook ads, so lead forms. Like we didn't have go high level. We couldn't even we had to send leads and people like a Google sheet to our client and then say call them and then get mad at them when they wouldn't. So we did that. And then I was posting organically this whole time on Facebook because that's how I got my drop shipping freelance clients was in Facebook groups. So I was like, I learned how to be organic growth in Facebook groups and networking from that. I was just in the groups all day long, grinding the comments, building my profile funnel, just locked in. Did that, and then from there, that's how I got all my agency clients because I didn't have a phone to call people. My parents wouldn't buy me a phone, so I couldn't cold call. And Ty Lopez and Iman only taught cold calling. So then I had to cold message, and so I learned cold messaging, and I got clients from cold messaging on Facebook, which no one was really doing yet. Then I launched my first info offer because, of course, you got to launch an info offer. Cold Messaging Kings is a one-page Google Doc, and you get a 30-minute call with me. And I sold that for like $500, bro. It's crazy. I was selling $500. I think I did cheap and I bumped to 500 for a call. I was like, this is my worth now. I don't know why. I don't know how I got to that price point. $500. I was selling units organically because all these agencies, like, oh, it's this a new idea, bro. Everyone's cold calling, and I'm out here, this young kid, no cold calling. It was the ultimate unique mechanism. So I cold messaging
Crazy.
Kings, and then I was in Iman's groups. I taught all his students, Joel Kaplan's group. Jordan Platt and I didn't really get into, so I started getting all his communities, and I was teaching him this. So I started building my brand. Then I started teaching profile funnel secrets. So I started profile funnel secrets, the idea of using a Facebook profile to get clients. And that was like the new hype. So before the bash and slop, before tribe of buyers, before like that era of that, I was just doing profile funnels. And a lot of us guys, not saying I invented it, but us people in the game back then organic, we use our profile funnel. So I would add friends, profile. So I did that as my next offer. Then I did inbound agency clients. And then after that, I started doing copywriting. So I started writing for Dan Henry. And then I started doing 2 Comma Club copy. And so all this was organic. So I did a lot of organic. And then I launched the offer agency where I did ads for agencies get appointments. That was like the hype back then. So I would run like direct offers to calendars, and we did that. That's how I became known as offer person. And then I started doing low ticket because I looked back and my most successful funnels I did for clients at the time for my 2 Comma Club copy agency were all low ticket. So my first low ticket was for piano for producers, which went on to do a couple mil, and no high
I've seen
ticket.
that.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
still my color brand kit I got from Gus and Son, still my copy. It's so fun to see it out there. They've had agencies come in and improve it and CRO it, but it's fun to see. I'm like, dude, it's still running. It's under music for creators now. And I was promised to go on stage to get my 2 Comma Club award. It's supposed to happen. I was so excited as a kid. Never got the invite. Never got the award. And I was like, all right, from that point on, that's what created my villain arc to be an offer owner. And here we are. So
Oh,
shout out that dude.
here you go. You got the 2 Comma Club awards now?
No, the funny thing is now I'm like, no, why would I? Like, I have offers that have done it, but I'm like, now we're like, okay, now part of me is like, you know what? That was a childish goal. Like, who am I? I want to be like Mark Lack, where he's got a freaking Bitcoin and got these other things. So I'm like, bro, let's just cook. And then the goal is then, like, for me, I was like, I'm not going to funnel hacking live unless I'm speaking. That was my goal. I'm not going to go. But they closed it down. They stopped it. But recently I got to go out to Boise for their Offer Lab event and speak. And so I was like,
Yeah,
praise God for that. Russell, dude, Russell's a G. Russell is
he
the
is.
nicest man alive, and he has like created opportunity for more people than people give him credit for. Like, people love to dog on Russell because ClickFunnels is getting beat by Go High Level. But y'all got to remember who opened up the door for you to do a drag and drop funnel so you can sell your offers. Like, bro, it's insane. And Todd, his co-founder. So yeah, they're legit.
Yeah, I actually don't got any awards like 2 Comma Club. I had one by System.io because that's what I was
Mm,
using. Good.
funny. What does their award look like? I've never
This
seen it.
is the same as the ClickFunnels one. Replica. But I got a bunch of ClickBank ones, like because I have the platinum, the diamond,
Yeah,
the diamond
that's
elite.
dope.
So I just got one shipped yesterday to my
Nice.
mom's place. So they're doing some paperwork for the import, and my mom's gonna get it in a couple days. Top affiliate for July and for August, and now they just shipped one out for September. So
What?
I'm gonna collect them like Pokemon, just every.
That's Shout mom's just like, yeah, bro. What's with these people pressing me saying you're not actually the number one ClickBank affiliate for those months? They were like, some old heads are getting after me. I'm the number one. I'm like, you weren't last month though. Like, I'm not saying all time. Like, it's just funny. They're just pressing me.
Man, look, for the year, I'm number one right now. for the year of 2025.
Shoot.
And that's just like a verifiable fact. You can go in the ClickBank leaderboard and you can see my number, and they sent an email saying it like 2 days ago.
What else
So
y'all want? What else y'all want?
yeah, the
These guys
shift
some
into profits
flowers.
team.
Who?
Uh, that's
Okay,
us.
this.
Shift into profits team is us. They said we're the number one. So I don't know what other type of proof I gotta show. Like, do I gotta show my Rolex? Like, what do I gotta do?
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah. You do.
house?
Yeah, you got it, bro. You don't have that, so that's gonna be hard.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's gonna be hard.
that's gonna be hard to do. But what do you think is the biggest scam being sold to beginner affiliate marketers uh, is as a biz op that they should not believe in?
Oh, I know what it is for sure.
What
It's
is
like
it?
build an email list, remarket to the email list, selling affiliate offers. That's the biggest scam on the planet, and it's what everyone's promoting. So they're
So
saying
funny.
put like a lead magnet for like a woodworking course, and then
Yep.
send them to Ted's Woodworking, the offer.
Oh no,
You're
that's
gonna make the money back on the email. And it's like, okay, you have a 20% opt-in rate and you lose 80% of your traffic, never gets the chance to convert. So you're gonna lose money at the front end and no one opens
mhm.
emails anymore. It's like there is a couple people printing with email, I'm well
Yeah.
aware, but it's gonna take you like 5 weeks to break even on the email. And it's like that doesn't work. If you want to do that, and I do that now, the way you do that is you put the VSL on your own page, and when the CTA button hits on the VSL, that's when you collect the email to go to the checkout page. And that also gives you a high quality lead, right? Because you can get leads who are ready to purchase, like people who are initiating checkout. It's kind of like on the AC funnel. The leads you collect on the AC funnel,
Yeah.
they're very high quality leads, right? Because they're
Yeah.
ready to
True.
purchase. It's the same concept, and that's what people got to start doing. Yeah, as soon as I see someone talking about email affiliate, I'm like, yeah, either you're teaching them something illegal, which is spamming email, you're not allowed to send D2C emails without consent, or you're
Well,
scamming people. It's like one of the two.
there you go, boy. There you go. Both of that saved you money, time, and a lot of failure.
Yeah.
Um, well, dude, what's the plan for October? End it here. I got 2% left on my computer here. I gotta go charge it. But what's the goal? October, what's your intention for the month?
The engine for the month is get deeper into lead gen, uh, make
Are you
some
gonna
space so others can hit
are
the
you gonna
number
run up
one.
my offer?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
The only thing is
Run up
payouts.
the
Yeah, I'll chat, but yeah, you should.
we'll sort the payouts. Worst case, we put a supplement on the back end and it's gonna make sense.
No, no, I have another offer, lead gen offer for you. You gotta talk about. So we'll chat after.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
But
you want to run up lead gen and then
yeah, I wanna build a little software that I told you about
yep.
for affiliate stuff for optimizing funnels. And final thing is, I just wanna enjoy my life a bit because I've been in grind mode for the past 3 months, and I wanna
Heck yeah.
maybe get a place to stay, and spend some time sleeping on a bed.
Pension, get a bed. Well, I appreciate it, dude. I will leave your Facebook below. If you guys want the notes from this, I'm gonna create a PDF and have it inside of our WhopX community. So I'll give you all the notes if you click our free community down below. I will not sell it to you. Make sure to go hit up Jordan. He's a great dude.
Yeah.